I love that. I'm all about the drama. That is so dramatic for all the reasons. Because, like, I don't know about you, but we're ending 2025 on the, you know, we're ending it on a happy note, y'all. We're ending it on a grateful note. Um, it's your girl, Michelle M. Trey Hollis. This is a 5-Star Conversations pop-up conversation because I want you to make sure that you follow me here wherever you're watching. So if you're watching me on Facebook, hello. If you're watching me on the YouTube channel, then make sure that you like, share, subscribe, and make sure that you comment New Year Who Dis 2026 2026. I didn't, that was completely freestyle, but let's do it again. New Year Who Dis 2026. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm just grateful to be alive, grateful to be healthy, grateful that my family's healthy. I want you to take the time and be grateful. This is like a total like nighttime rambling. I'm not going to be on too long because I have a workout day with my friend Christina. We're going to do our workout in the morning. So, everything about this channel, everything about what I speak on is going to be about self-care, and also mixed in with how to have fun promoting yourself, how to have fun sharing your unique voice, your unique service with the world. Now, with the 5-Star Conversations in the Sun City, my main goal is to elevate the way that we take care of ourselves. That has been a huge thing for me in my life in this season, is taking care of myself. Okay. That being said, I won't be doing that many of these these late night pop-ups won't be happening that much, but I just finished this semester of school. And so I have been working on my newsletter. So let me go ahead and actually, let's see. Let me see here. So I'm going to put my, I couldn't even believe that I was able to get this URL. It's actually insane. I can't believe it. I was literally able to get this URL. Wait. I was able to get 5-Star Conversations. Like, what are the odds that I would be able to get that? Let's change the banner color just to go with the thing. So this is real time, y'all. This is real time. There we go. But isn't that amazing? Isn't it amazing that I was able to get 5-Star Conversations? So you're going to be able to, follow that website. It's going to, right now you can order, or you can pre-enroll on the wait list for the newsletter, which is going to be dropping in the next couple of days. I'm super excited. We got the piano in the back because I just finished school and now I'm able to actually focus on school. So I'm super. Okay, I don't know what happened. But there we go. And so I'm just kind of testing things a little bit tonight. Like I said, if I do go live later in the evening or like at these types of pop-up lives, they're going to most likely happen in my school, in my community, and not here on Facebook or on YouTube. Every now and then it will, but mostly it's going to happen in my community when those things do happen, if I have late night thoughts. But what I'm wanting to do is anybody who is actually interested in actually being fully engaged in the way that they show up, their visibility, I have a school community. I have a community that you can join. That's a private community. It is a paid. I'll have a few free classes like this class that I'm going to be doing. Let me see here. This class that I'm going to be doing about the vision board, that will be a free one, just so you could get used to being in school as far as that goes. Let me see here what's going on here. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, great. All right. And so right now I have 8 members. So, but let me see here. How do we profile? Okay, let me see. No, we're not doing that. I'll share that later. But anyways, hello. Okay, so, but let me show you. Okay, so like here in the next couple of days, and I will put the link in this, I will put the link and pin the link in these chats or in the comments rather. But I want to show you this tool that we'll be exploring on, this is the tool that we'll be exploring, and it is called ClickUp. It is a really neat tool. Okay, and this is not your grandmother's vision board, okay? But grandmas, you're welcome. It's not your grandma's vision board either. You know what I'm saying? So don't let that deter you as far as age, from 8 to 80 and beyond. You are welcome to join us in the school community. I will go ahead, like I said, I will share that. But I want you to see what you will be getting. So let me go to the home page. Okay, is this the home page? Okay. No. Okay. So here we go. So this is just, okay. So as you can see, if you look on the left-hand side of your screen, there's all these spaces. This is completely free for one person, and you get a lot of features. There's so many features on here, but I love it. So like, for instance, I made this, and this is like a kind of like a template that you can use. So I just made this for my Scenic Route to Sales, which we're changing the name of that to Scenic Route to, let me see here, to Scenic Route to Impact, Influence, and Income. Because, sales gets a bad rap. You know what I mean? I think that I call it the scenic route because these things take time. And so it's important for you to take your time and not rush into things. I think that we're always looking for a tool to use instead of the impact we want to make. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think 2020 brought out a lot of, okay, let's make a digital course. Let's build a community, et cetera, et cetera. And it had us focusing on the mechanism and the tool instead of on the impact we want to make. And if you're a creative person, then you are going to want to, it's going to be easy for you to get, fear of missing out or, to try to use a whole lot of tools, and you really don't need to do that. So it's best if you actually figure out what is your why, what are you wanting to do in the world? And it took me quite a while to get here, because there was a lot of healing that I had to do personally, which is fine. I want you to understand that you being okay, and I had to get this too, like me being healthy was more important than showing and proving anything to anyone else. Me getting grounded and in alignment with my assignment and putting my health as my number one thing is the most important thing. And through now, I went through a professional journey with working in the healthcare system. I've met a lot of incredible healing arts. experts in health and wellness, you know, doctors, nurses. My mom's a registered nurse. I was working in home health care for the past year. And so what I realized is that this is the arena that I want to be a part of, because I am so much about health and about healing. My whole musical journey, like my whole Dark Night of the Soul journey, was because I was like, I want to help people heal. But I had to go first. And healing is very deep. And emotional healing, a lot of times, is physical healing. It's addiction breaking. It's codependency, you know, breaking those generational curses. You see what I'm saying? And so I had to understand that for myself. So now I'm here. Now I get it. And now I see, because I did work, because, you know, by a series of fortunate and beautiful events, I was invited to be a community liaison with the home health care agency. I was able to see behind, I was able to immerse myself in the professional side of healthcare. And I'm like, oh, I can definitely make a difference in this arena, you know? So, but that was my path. You know what I mean? I would have never guessed that that was the path of how I would get to healthcare, because what I also realized is that the caregivers need to be cared for. The caregivers need to be cared for. And there's many ways to go about that. Technology today should make things a lot easier for them, but we need to know how to do it. We need to know how to help them implement these systems and processes in their agencies and practices and in the hospitals, you know, systems. And we need to do it ethically, and we need to do it correctly. You know, there's just a lot of different components, but when, you know, and then with caregiving, you know, with, you know, caregivers, they have, you know, we have digital caregivers now that can support the caregiving process, which will help ease the burden for the caregiver. So, and then, but then above and beyond just technology, like, we need to realize that these people are humans. So what does that have to do with this? I have ADD, and this is just a pop-up. So that's what this has to do with. Anyways, so, but, okay, so so that's what my newsletter, my 5-star conversations, that's going to be mainly focused on supporting caregivers, supporting the caregivers all the way up the chain, from the personal family caregiver all the way up to the physician, the surgeon, the ER nurse, the case manager, the hospital and medical administrator. Like, we want to serve the caregivers. That's my mission, because the people that have the heart enough to be in the medical field are my kind of people. Because I'm spiritual too. So I'm like, you know what? Let me take this off for a minute. I'm spiritual too. I should have taken that off a long time ago. Hey, and I'm showing you, by the way, through these, and like just coming on live and testing this out. This is a test. This isn't a formal show. Like, you're going to see that my production is going to develop quite nicely. But what I want you to get is that get started. Connections, make connections. That is the point. I completely lost my train of thought. All right, so let's keep going. 5-star conversations, because we want to be in excellence in everything that we do. You know what I mean? But the caregiver, that's what I was getting at. The caregiver needs to be cared for. The caregiver needs to be cared for. We all need to take care of ourselves so that we can be a better service to others. But it is going to take us taking better care of ourselves. Okay, that is the bottom line. So, but and I believe that this gets to be fun. That it does not have to. It doesn't need to be rigid. Like, we need to be able to talk to every level of caregiver. We need to be able to communicate with every patient, with every client, with their families. So we can't just be so hemmed up in corporate speak or medical speak that we're not really connecting heart to heart with people. So my mission is to infuse all that. My mission is to focus on preventive care as well, and all the holistic things that go into that. The food ecosystem, that's all holistic. You know what I mean? That's all nourishment and it's all health and well-being. So we're going to get little stuff like that, but mainly we're going to just meet. We're going to talk to caregivers, providers, health tech companies. We're going to learn what is available for people to be able to give better care. But it's not just to use the tools. We still want to focus on the person and how can we support caregivers to take best care of themselves. That's what the 5-Star Conversations is. But again, like I said, this gets to be fun. So that's why I'm going to be having the scenic route to impact, influence, and income. I'm going to go ahead and change that right now. Scenic route to impact, influence, and income. Okay, I did not think this through so far. It's all right. So what we're going to do, we're going to just move this. So see, look, and then you literally just move this around, and look, you can go as far up. So this is like a mega, okay, this is like a mega, this is a mega vision board. It's a digital vision board, and you can print it out, you know what I mean? So don't let that stop you either. And impact statement. This I need to work on this, so I'll be working on it too. When I open up the group and I schedule the date, I'll be working on mine too. But the scenic route stands for social media, community engagement, networking, advertising, and cold outreach email. And this will be for anybody. This will be for, and as you can see, like, whoops, as you can see. Social media, LinkedIn, extremely important for all my professionals out there who want to connect in with the executives and professionals. You definitely want to grow your LinkedIn. That is super important. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to show, let's see here. Wait, we're going to stop that screen. Let me, I just want to share with you real quick before I get off. And then I'll come on with a more polished presentation tomorrow. Okay, but what I want to show you is, what I want to show you is, I said the Anunnaki because I just saw Billy Carson is on LinkedIn, but I wanted to show you guys LinkedIn. Hold on real quick. Okay, share screen. I just want to show you why LinkedIn is so important. This is LinkedIn. I've got over 5,000 followers, as you can see, on LinkedIn. 144 profile views. Okay, you see, this is where I have my, I'm going to talk about the voices that heal the borderland and the connections and everything that I have. So this is where most of the upper echelon, the C-suite executives and, movers and shakers of government, your local government, the people that are making the decisions in your community are on LinkedIn, and it's all professional. So that's why I highly recommend that you connect onto LinkedIn. Okay. I just wanted to show that to you real quick. But anyways, so all in all, I just wanted to show you guys that. And let me see here. Stop sharing screen. Okay. I just wanted to show you guys that and just let you know that, yeah, we're going to be this. Let me just also show you. I'm going to actually do a much better job tomorrow. So I was really just coming on here to kind of sweeten the pot and just kind of check my devices and make sure everything's running well. But we'll get into this tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm going to show you the it's called ClickUp. I'm going to show you that app. I'm going to just show you a little bit more about it. Actually, tomorrow I'm going to give you the, I'm just going to show you, come on here and show you and give you the link to the date and time that we're going to do the vision board meeting, because you can use that for a vision board, but also you can use that for planning, and you can use that as your everyday, that could be your everyday dashboard that you start the day with. It will integrate your Google your calendar. So you can literally use that as your everything, and it'll show you what tasks that you need to do for the day. You can have your personal task space. You can have a couple of project spaces, and then you can have your daily tasks. And that way, every day you wake up, you start the day with that. It's just really powerful. So somehow, as you can see, I have no problem talking. But I want you to know we have incredible guests coming up on the YouTube channel. So make sure you follow the YouTube channel. 5-Star Conversations in the Sun City. Put it in the YouTube. I pop up immediately now. I've got 117 followers now over there, which I'm super excited about. Getting a lot of engagement on the shorts. And then I've got a conversation with the El Paso Center for Diabetes coming up that we just had on Friday. It was incredible. I'm going to be talking to a psychotherapist, Rudy Salazar, who I met with the Law of Attraction in 2020. I'm not kidding. It's such an amazing story how I met him, and the fact that here 5 years later, like the way that things are coming together for us to be able to work together is powerful. It's just like, if you just give yourself and your dreams space to breathe, so that you are not just trying to do what everybody else does, but you're doing what your soul desire is, and you allow God to clean and clear out what needs to be cleaned and clear out of your heart, so that you can make sure that you are following your soul's mission. It's just amazing how things come together. I could not have ever planned it. Even with my job at doing the with the home healthcare agency, like that was divine connection with my friend that I met, Gabriel. I met him very, very, very incredibly divinely. Like I have stories, you know what I mean? So I know what I'm talking about, and I'm going to come from that space. I'm coming from the real. I'm not going to hold back and pretend like this life, that there's not a bigger purpose to life, and that it's not very spiritual as well. That's a very important part of who I am. And that's the type of energy and bigness of life that I want to continue to attract in, and continue to be in alignment with the assignment that's been given from God. And I want to support anybody who has a heart of service to be able to do the same, and to do it in a healthy manner, and to do it in excellence, so that we can be of service on earth as we're supposed to be. So that being said, I'm out. Much love. Peace. Thank you for being here, and keep an eye out. If you see this, I'll put in the comments tomorrow the link for the school community. And I'll put the link for that and the date and time, so that you can join, so that we can do this vision board. We can use this incredible technology tool and get our vision board on for that. Okay. God bless you. And again, make sure you follow the YouTube channel, 5-Star Conversations in the Sun City. I'll put that in the comments as well. And make sure you go over there, follow, so that you can meet all of these incredible healthcare practitioners and healing arts experts, and be inspired to go on your healthcare journey. Everyone's healthcare journey should start today. Everyone should be on a healthcare journey of sound, mind, body, spirit, soul, and money, with the high five to the vibe. That's 5-Star Conversations with 5-Star service at your service, y'all. Keep rising and shining. Peace, and God bless you. Have a good night.